Be Taz and co, VIRTUS Pro, of course, on the CT side. G2 with one smoke, a couple of flashbangs. No immediate rush coming in. It looks like it's the default to kick things off. And Pasha, with Taz's cam, to challenge towards middle. Taz is all over the place.
Yeah, he's a bit of a wild card.
Taz cam.
With Pasha's name. So now you have to ask, is it Pasha or is it Taz? It was clearly Pasha.
Waiting for any sort of a
there
question.
he was again. And again. Body.
Right.
He's just embodying everyone.
I'll try and concentrate on the round. Let's forget about the camera. It will be Pasha. Challenge at Boiler. Caught in the open here, but what a shot that is. Looking for the double as well. Doesn't have to do it. Could fall back here. Snacks helps him out a little bit there as well. Pasha's come here to play today. Taz, he'll find the fourth, and that's going to be a very clean round there from VIRTUS Pro. It's Body, last player remaining here. As he looks towards middle, trying to get anything done where he can. Won't be able to find a single thing. Clean sweep pretty much for VIRTUS Pro, giving away one frag. A very slow, interesting approach there from G2. Didn't make it towards the bomb site whatsoever. Pasha with two fantastic shots, one at the bottom and middle, one in the boiler room. His teammates to finish things off. G2, bomb planted, of course. Presumably that means the force spike comes out of number 2. Very common on the terrorist side. We'll have a look. Get into it. It will be the CZs indeed on Deagle of Kenny S. No revolver business as of yet from them. Smoke some flashbangs to work with it, and it's going to be Bialy. It's a smoke from his teammate just to allow him to control the barrel position for now.
BK to the stairs. Boiler also cleared out immediately by Apex. We'll wait with the MP9 toward top of middle and approach sure to come eventually. All of them on the A side of the map thus far. Snacks in a tight position with the UMP as Pasha backs off, is hoping that he can catch them off a kick. I was going to say, smart of him to leave that position. There's no need to try and play a bait and switch or leave someone solo when it's pistols against SMGs.
Final play will be towards A. They've obtained middle at least.
All right, make a liar of me then, Snacks. Pasha's coming back too, though, at least, so he's still somewhat nearby.
Likes to push these smokes. Focus on the quad area. Flashbangs to come through from the apartments. Damage really inflicted on either side just yet. And here we come. It's Pasha to defend with the MP9, baited in by Taz.
Shot by Snacks. Jox gets one back. Taz finds two. Kenny S trying to find his way around. MBK at least gets into the pit, so tries to fire some shots off toward Bialy. Can't quite land them, but Kenny is going to push in behind them. And I don't know that Bialy's going to be ready for this. Hopefully Snacks is, as he gets to the corner and over top of the hay crate. Trolley take down the kill and get a second round for VP.
Great work by Taz. He's had a great series as well. Very calm. He's taken away from his play so far in this semi-final. He was supposed to be baiting in Pasha, but he got the majority of the work done there as well. Good flashbangs. Double spray down there. A couple of unarmored heads presented and taken care of.
Taking care of business.
Fully go ahead. Not a single dollar brought into round number 3 from the French side. Down to Pasha to do some damage at T-steps. Tickles Body a little bit.
As in Pasha with crossfire set. Nade goes out. Deploys. Hallway. Neo that waits for them as they walk around. He'll back off. It's all formality at this point in time. G2 play it slow so they can take advantage of any mistakes that Pro might make. Pasha will do his best with the SMG. He's gonna have to swing back now. He actually got dinked up by his teammate, which puts them low. And Body and Shocks make no mistake, but Snacks and Bialy will make up for it all. 3 kills for Bialy.
2 kills are just the Glocks. Pretty much as good as it's ever going to get. So G2 will take that. Go into the first gun round now. Remember, they did force buy in the second. Unlikely to bring out the AWP in the first gun round on the T side, but definitely still a possibility. Taz just working out what they want to do this round. With the SMGs available, maybe they'll go for an aggressive play here, try and take control of the bottom of Banana. Pasha brings out the AWP, something that's been a pivotal factor for the Virtus Pro side. Like we said, no AWP coming out of GT just yet. It's not really required on the T side of Inferno, although we did see some unspeakable things done by Guardian earlier in the tournament. See that every day, let me tell you. As we go towards Banana, it will be Bialy to defend the very top, not as aggressive as I would have thought. Using that same smoke once again. And G2 will potentially grenade the top. Trying to come through, but another smoke deployed. So Shox will just buy this time. He knows that flashbang will be wasted if he uses it now. Problem is for Virtus Pro, both smokes have been deployed. They still have Neo there with one in his back pocket, so okay for now, but there's still a lot of time left in the round.
Max with the gap to the door. Molotov down. So with the smoke in front of him, still likes to throw the nade. He's been very good in close angles with the AWP in this series so far, but it's a change of pace as G2 back off. And finally, we'll see a B approach. Crossfire established inside of the site. He's not going to be aggressive to contest on Banana. Neo as well playing Orange's one is trying to get as close as he possibly can with the MP9. It's really a matter of Bialy getting a decent spray with the M4 on the way through. And also not being covered off by utility. Smokes will land naturally. He expects they'll go on the back of them, so throws a nade, lobs a nade forward, it bounces and goes toward the bags and doesn't do any damage.
But buying time, they're doing a good job. It's still 20 seconds, that's more than enough. His body still has the smoke as well. Neo with a good flashbang here, but only the MP9 to try and find the damage. He tries to bait in Bialy, but it's not enough.
It's not enough at all because it's just the MP9 in the site. Neo managed to collect the damage done on Shox, but Body immediately was always going to take him down with an AK-47. That allows the plant smoke still, or rather, readdressed or redeployed towards CT, so there's no easy access on a retake as Pasha, if he can find one toward Banana, may encourage his teammates to go, and certainly does against MBK, but I think VP is thinking long game already.
Yeah, good call.
They're backing off immediately, and they're going to try and pinch them in and get the guns down.
Teammate coming to join him. Time ticking away, though. This is now looking like it's outside the realms of possibility. Now, especially, as Kenny S finds the fourth frag, Pasha to save his AWP. He'll run off, making sure he's covering his tracks. I thought they were saving before then. That seemed like it should have been an earlier call made. They found the pick of Banana and believed in their chances, but I think the bomb was too far gone to make that a possibility. 3 players surviving for G2. Punishing the fact there was a lack of firepower towards the B side of the map, it was, of course, Neo. With good flashbangs, they did a very good job to delay them for as long as they did, but still, it was like 15 seconds when the final commitment came through. They get 1 kill, as Bialy pushing for the smoke, trying to back Neo up. He got fully blind, couldn't do anything about it, and Neo didn't have the weaponry to really cause a significant dent on the offense of G2 there. The first round picked up with 3 players surviving. Going to the next round. Double AWP set up for VP. Neo will be joining Pasha. Taz is just down to the pistol here. They have to rely on the early picks, and Pasha knows it. Almost hits the shot. Spots one towards T-steps. No AWP to challenge back, so at least get the information. They could be heading towards B here. There's actually 4 players on that side of the map. Maybe even MBK coming to join him as well to make it 5. They have got Banana control, but Bialy is not giving it up without a fight. Spraying off through the smoke. Gets a decent nade off. Actually does almost nothing. Just 3 damage to Shoxy there.
Molotov's down on both sides as Body continues forward. Neo trying to get the pick. Goes back and gets 2. Both Body and Shox line up and they go down. It's Bialy that's still holding off the angle, spraying into the smoke, and G2 will be so disheartened in trying to get into the B site. Now they go with smokes, but commitment not complete. Apex wants to push through. He does. Gets... Oh, what? Got behind Neo, and somehow Neo got the shot even still.
Unbelievable round from him. The double kill, following it up with a 3rd as well, but MBK is still trying to do something with this, but not really enough. It's going to be a 4 versus 1, bit of utility in his back pocket, just trying to make this an expensive round for Virtus Pro at this point. Looking towards B, but Pasha there with the AWP. Presumably he hits a shot. Doesn't actually. He'll fall back. They've got him locked in, so he at least can't escape. Neo was skeptical of the double AWP setup, but he proves the head is wrong.
I need to see that perspective of that last shot.
Wasn't bad, was it?
Like a full 180, just like presses the trigger as he goes by, Hiko style with the pistol. Like, guess where he is? Will eventually go down, but his job's been already already done in this round for a while. Someone else can step up
he might
and
not
do the
recover that
rest. See how he
secondary
does
orb.
it. I don't think he will.
That's actually a massive deal. Because MBK, sure, he only gets 2 kills there, but he stops him getting that secondary orb. Here's the collateral. They run straight behind each other. Not even a headshot required, and here it is. Hello.
Oh my god.
No scope 180. Why not?
Well. Excuse me, rather. Smoke from Taz goes toward Banana. That's the equivalent of what used to be the statue smoke where you throw it to Banana while
Yeah,
going A.
as the maps develop, people have found quicker ways to do it, so it's more or less the same. Now, you can't do it as deep as you could before, but still very beneficial, and so is that. MBK finds the first shot, takes down the AWP as well. It's the only AWP they've got. No more double AWP setup since he denied it in the previous round. They'll have an opener, and this was the force buy, remember. The Galil to find that first kill. Yes, takes the AWP. Man for the job. We'll be committing towards the A site here. Taz to defend with Snacks.
And yes, we'll go back turn, no flash around the corner. Both in, both by Snacks. Even if they go by Snacks, Taz is there too. And Taz may fall, but the bomb has also hit the deck. Kenny S on the A site. As always, oh no, don't give him a chance. Don't give him another shot. Now he thinks they're still up close. He's backed off through the smoke. He's got it down to a 1 versus 2. As soon as you give Kenny a chance inside of this site, you have problems. And he's going to go, so close. I thought maybe he might hit it.
Could have absolutely done that. What a play, though, managing to have that crossfire on the site. It looked unlikely there for Snacks, but 2 of them walking past him with the pistols. After having the man advantage, G2 can't get it done. The force buy yields no bomb plant either, so they'll be down to just pistols this round. 5-1 for Virtus Pro. Gunning for a place in the grand finals where SK Gaming wait with a mercenary, no less.
It's absolutely true, yeah.
Just Eagles, PD50s and Glocks here. No nades, no armor. Pasha looking confident. And changed his approach since getting taken down by the Galil in the previous. It happens from time to time. 7 and Kenny S waits by the flames. It's likely G2 get much more done than a single kill in this round.
Next we'll peek toward Boiler Door. Apex sticks a kneecap out. Maybe expected that he was shouldering and would come back, so tried to pre-fire the secondary peek, but there never was one. MBK, meanwhile, gets to the end of the apartment hallway with Taz on the balcony just outside of the door. Certainly going to be there when MBK tries to go in as well. Behind the pillar, they know Snacks is there. Goes for the peek. He may get more than he was bargaining for as he pops out and they walk up in a line. It's Taz to close it out. So against Shocks, 6-1 Virtus Pro CT side. Good start of Inferno.
He does it for Virtus Pro. Clean round there, didn't give up a single kill. Great start. It's G2 that are renowned struggling to get back into maps once they have huge deficits. They got for us. We haven't really seen Kenny S do much with the AWP as of yet. The first half of Inferno. Great. Orb comes out T-side. Difficult procedure to have great amounts of impact. The opening stage is where you can be your most deadly, try and take down any aggressing CT players, but for now it's 3 towards B once again. Taz set up that same smoke, and Pasha towards the boiler side of middle. Drops an incendiary to deny Kenny S that exact pick. A little bit of time, and he'll still be waiting. The boiler in position. Pasha by Snacks, needs to hit this shot, it could be in trouble.
Close to the... Oh, no. Apex was... Did you...
He was looking at his teammate screen.
He wasn't even looking.
That could have been crazy.
Looked over... Oh, wow. What are you doing there? That was a bit peculiar that Pasha walked out so eagerly toward the top of middle. He was pre-scoped in as well, so he wouldn't have been able to respond to the fact that Apex was beside him.
Too eager there, Pasha. Didn't even consider boiler room as a position. That's a classic default, right? If you haven't seen any T's, the classic default is apartments control, get to boiler, and try and get mid control. Like, the fact he doesn't even check that position, it's a little bit strange to me, but punished for it. Apex couldn't believe it as well. That's why he's not even looking at his screen. Why would anyone walk to there with no utility and an AWP in hand as well? There you have it. It's another opening for G2, and they'll capitalize on that one. Apex gets a second frag, and the exit out of the apartments. It's MBK to take down Bialy, and Neo towards a banana, trying to stay alive here. No reason for him to use any weaponry here. Apex fortunate to be gifted that sort of opportunity at the very start. Lovely arena here in St. Petersburg. Different approach this time with a 360 view.
Yeah, it's quite beautiful.
So cool though, all the props and stuff. I think they're the only tournament that really brings Counter-Strike to life in that respect.
Let's just leave it at that respect. Let's not go any further with bringing Counter-Strike to life, if that's okay.
Yeah, just in a fun way.
There's no
Some
respawn
props.
in real life, you know, that kind of scares me.
Job hasn't really done much of it. Goodbye here for VIRTUS Pro. They're being whittled down, as you can see. Only one kip, one flash for Taz and no head armor, so indicative as to where they are right now. KennyS looks towards the underpass and gap in the grass to protect him. Cool stance here for VP. Haven't got Taz at the very start of this round, but we will be Bialy at the top. Joined by Neo, and the leg shot comes through. KennyS tagged up. It's Pasha comes out on top once again. No frag, but sends him packing.
Apex does get out of Boiler once more as Bialy gets deep inside of Banana. Neo's with him. Good shot. Bialy goes out for more. Can't quite get body of Neo. With the smoke in front of him, cannot do anything with his position. Does get timing correct, at least, to get out from body. Luck on his side to keep it still their favor. As Pasha scoped in and walking again. We'll go back out from the arch. It's to Banana, however. MBK wants to sell it. Pasha pre-fired. And MBK not only found him, but backed off. And even though they sat in a 3 versus 4 with HP well against them, he pulls it back with 2 quick kills.
On to KennyS and body tagged up here. 35 seconds remaining. Needs to be very careful with their choice. It's Taz. Himself into the cubby hole. Looking for that 1 kill and very likely to get it considering the HP. It's KennyS has the best chance of just taking him down straight away. If Taz gets 1, he will set up Neo for the clutch, but definitely clutching his scores here as well. That skill comes through. That's going to be Taz surviving. They will be committing towards A, and he survives at the same time. MBK takes care of him. Neo now without the kit or any nades up against KennyS. And he's so far away. This might not even be worth it. He could probably find a kit in transition. Not yet. The AK-47, but I don't think he'll even attempt this one. Down towards T-steps he goes, unlucky. Good attempt there by Taz. Gets the first kill cleanly by MBK, just locking him in the position. Finds the headshot. His third of the round. He always is a very strong Inferno player. Through the ages of Counter-Strike, he's always been known as an aggressive and intelligent player. Especially on the T side is where he gets the majority of his work done. 6-3. As G2 start to bring this final map to life. Did say VIRTUS Pro were low on money in this round particular. They had like 1 kit, lacking grenades, a couple of players without helmets, which isn't a disaster against the AKs, of course. They're 1-bullet headshots, but it just shows you as to where they're at. Spams come through. And I'd imagine this is the Nico from VIRTUS Pro at this point. Maybe a partial buy with some pistols around the M4. From young Nathan. Very nice work from the boiler room. It's third as faces again from cubbyhole. 1 AK surviving. Nothing really brought up around it. We get 1 Deagle snacks and a PT-50 for Bialy, and that's pretty much all we'll have.
Body around the corner. Down by Bialy, interestingly enough, done just the pistol. Flames at their feet. They won't go any further. X got the trade back. And MBK did such good work, as you mentioned last round, and that's going to pay a massive amount of dividend down the line.
Throwing the AK away, knowing Lorenico as well. That's fine. He doesn't need it. Disallow the CTs from picking that one up and potentially causing some damage as the round develops. In front of the flashbang here. Listening out for the spray. Completely punishes MBK for that. And now he's got a second rifle, and it's going to be a 3 versus 4 in VP's favor.
Taz is anticipating that kill is going to funnel them back toward the B site, so he's gone early on the rotation. They're actually wrapping around from Library. Good find from Pasha on just the USP, and Pasha's got a rifle as well. And those rifles, they do work. Take down Kenny. It shocks in the site. Quick plan. Snacks has already shot to reveal his position. He'll wait for Pasha to work out from the end of the hallway, and Taz will come from top mid as well. So all 3 same angle, but Shocks wants to force it.
No way.
Good find. Oh my goodness, I thought he could spray them both as they were blind. Damage to Taz. He still has it isolated. Shox just pulled it around. And Taz, he'll pick up an AK but does not have armor, and Shox goes out. He saves the day.
What a clutch from the in-game leader. Shox, a legend of CS, steps up just when G2 felt like they'd thrown the round away. It was Snacks that found the AK. They go towards quad. They'd fully committed. And the flashbang from Hell as well. Not only does it blind the player he's killing at quad, it takes down Pasha, who's in the apartments, and he gets eviscerated by the one bullet from the pip, and it's over. Very well recovered there by Shoxy. And sent out a message to VP. They'll take a tactical pause as well, just to calm down. Your adrenaline rushes as soon as you have those sort of clutches on the big stage, 3 versus 1, nail it. Your heart's beating, just calm down, work out where the opposition's money's at. And
I just want to point out that chat was all going, E-code, 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 haha, E-code. Yeah, did they?
it's good to know.
That changed really quickly.
They're always making intelligent observations there.
That is true, yeah. That's why I get along with them really well.
You do.
My only friend. The 2,000 non-existent people that chat inside of my head.
Shoxy saving G2 there. Could have been a disaster. It did look like they're getting ecoed. It was Pasha that found the silent shooter speaker. That's the flash I'm talking about. Look how wrecked he got in the apartments. Gives him a chance to get into that pit position.
This is the part that impressed me, though. Doesn't take the second fight, just wants to isolate it.
Yeah, nothing Taz can do there. Picked at the rifle, but no armor. Down he goes. Flashbang in towards Banana, and 6-4. Tightening things up now. It's the UMP for Snacks. No orbs available for VP. One's running a double orbs. I think that was triple grenades towards the sandbags there. So Yali lucky to not be in that position. Molotov's deployed, and this will be full banana control for G2. Could get execute off the back of this. With smokes towards Coffin, CT spawn flashes over. Don't have to, of course, if taking vision away from CTs and then she baited out the grenades. Oh, the chicken. No, don't do it. Lives to fight another day.
Yowie will try and hold off everyone over toward B. He's not alone, but they're both playing on the CT side of the entrance. Both he and Neo. Neo, I assume, is boosted as they run back and leave the position to just him. Time being, as there's pressure again toward the mid-wall from G2. They've been great at least controlling mid-wall without losing too many people, but getting there. Smokes out for body. Gonna go around. Pasha blinded off of it. Gray screened it out. But a good lineup. Good play from Biawi. Pasha as well, excuse me. Maybe we'll walk back out and find a second as Shox is in the mix. And Snack spots them inside of the smoke, trying to lob one to get a default plant at best inside of the smoke itself.
Pasha's showing us he can do it, not only with the AWP, but with the M4 as well. That was great. Good smoke utilization towards the end when the final commitment comes in from G2. They had full banana control. They opted to fall back and execute on the A bomb site, knowing the CTs couldn't peel a CT player back. Really work out for them. Smoked out, time ticking away. Pasha has with the UMP doing sensational work there, and a clean round victory means they've reset G2 at the same time. AK for Shoxy, pistols around him, and a good nade at the start. Double as Neo finds the frag. Bialy to knock him down after damage was inflicted at the very start of the round. It's going to be an 8-4 coming in for the Virtus Pro side. It's starting to look world class again. It's been a difficult year for them, but this is very good.
I won't call it a I mean, winning an event is okay. Okay, tell you what, I'll call it a comeback if they win the event, but I'll call it. And if they don't, I want to see another event. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just be a one-off for me. They win the event, okay, fair enough. Come back.
I just base it on what I see, but the way they're playing Counter-Strike right now.
Oh, definitely there, but I'm just I like consistency and form. Before I'll get amazingly excited that we have one of the best teams in the world back, and I think one of the most exciting teams in their play style. I guess more to the point, I'm hoping that it's not going to be a one-off in saying that.
Yeah, the problem is like Pasha doesn't play like this at every tournament, right? Like,
exactly.
The tournament he's had has been obviously influential as to how well they're playing right now. He seems to not be making a single mistake at the moment. 8-4, round number 13. Another investment here from G2. We'll have a look as to how it develops. The crowd is starting to get hyped up. That's what we'd like to see. Yeah, it's difficult, but I thought it would be. Galil's CZ, they've opted for a bit more utility over the firepower. Slightly misthrown Molotov, will still be fine from Pasha. Same smoke seems to be a little bit troublesome for G2. They have to expend a lot of utility to gain the map control. Bialy, that might be his cue to leave. Takes a bit of damage from the incendiaries there, but flashbangs come in. They're still holding them off for now. A few smokes remaining, and Neo fancies a bit of a challenge here. Flashes over, doesn't find anything just yet, but all 5 players for G2 waiting on the other side of that smoke. They could pop flash through this, but Neo wants to wait and get the first frag. Not going to work out for him. Taken down by the Galil. It's down to Bialy here.
Good find by Body as Bialy wants to go back aggressive. Between two flames, two Molotovs. Sprays in, they're all low. He might get a chance for more, but actually does pick up a second. Shox is able to get at least one back and grab the gun as a result of it.
Yeah, well, at least equals the situation now, a 3-on-3. 13, and that's a big pick from Taz there. Finds Apex, going to funnel him towards the A side, and that's where Snacks is waiting. He's in the pit for now, 40 seconds here. They don't have to rush, but Snacks just gets one. That should be the round guaranteed. A decent position to do so, and he might even get a double spray down here. Can't quite find it, but damage inflicted to Shoxy. He'll get out and can't plant the bomb. Nice shot from Passion to finish off the round. And that was the force spike. Galil's AKs and a couple of pistols there. Not meant to be. And presumably, G2 now on another eco. Themselves here on the T side of Inferno. Didn't get the start thereafter. VP running away after winning the pistol. Resets as well. Difficult financial game for G2. I'll take a tactical pause just to calm down here. Kenny S almost absent here. 3 kills, 10 deaths. That was the scoreline when he was on like round number 5, round number 3. Something like that. Like he found those kills very early on. He's had almost no impact at all with the AWP. And that's why Inferno's regarded as one of the hardest AWPing maps for the terrorist side. It's very rare to see an AWPer carry on that side of the map, and if you can't find anything, if the smoke utilization's perfect, like VP are doing a very good job at that. The smokes are on point. The Molotov deployment seems perfect. GT are always going in with times running down, and it's the close range weaponry that's winning them rounds. The AK is getting on the site. They've only got 4 in total, and they'll have to take another eco here. Apex as well has had one hell of a tournament. 4 kills, Body 5. Get into round number 14. They'll purchase a couple of helmets there. Surprising they do that. They all in here? They pretty much are. They had like, what, 2K per player? They've got head armor and CZs and all the army and all the utility. That's pretty much all in.
Well, the 9 rounds for VP might increase once more. CZ 75s work their way up to Banana. Meanwhile, jumps away from the flames. Return fire, literally. Tags Body. It's forced out ever so slightly, but no one ready to peek from CT side because they're both in the site itself. Now Orange is one, hoping to get baited in by Neo. Good shots out. Can't quite do it, but Neo starts to line them up himself. He'll fall. Even trades. The pistol's doing well until such time that Taz able to spray through, and Neo posthumously is able to take down a kill with the Molotov.
Once again, it's those utility that's really causing a massive issue for G2. The smokes, the late incendiaries coming out, it's just holding them at bay completely. And nothing they can do, of course, is a nade to finish things off as well. I've been saying that for years about VP, like on the old versions of Inferno. Like that's one thing I always noted. They knew when to drop the smokes, the incendiaries at the right time, the HE grenades, making sure they get damage at the very start as well. In terms of that aspect of the game, this has been pitch perfect from the Polish side. And if you can hold Kenny S out of a game due to that, that's massive. He can't do anything in this game. He's finding no openings. They're getting opening picks, falling back, deploying the smokes, and he can do nothing with that AWP. And another force by falls away from G2, and they're on to just CZ here. Kenny S has got a Glock. He's not purchased anything. He's got to go back and spawn, surely. He's AFK. There we go, finally. What the hell was going on there?
Oh, you guys bought? Oh, okay. I didn't get the memo.
It's the last round, Kenny. You got to buy. Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. Paying attention.
He might have just been like adjusting his headset or something.
Emotionally invested. Shox. Flash bounces, tries to catch off Snacks with it. Snacks won't have any of that. He'll get closer himself and expects that they are still having a presence on the inside of the smoke. They are not. They're actually going to wrap toward Arching. Do so successfully by getting Bialy down and picking up his weapon. Neo does get Banana covered off, so the split not really going to work if Neo's able to close down one entire half of it.
Oh, that's the thing. He has to hold 2 positions now. They know he's at the barrels, and he'll take a little pop shot here. Presumably, I thought he's going to pull the trigger then, and they're going to push through the smoke, and easy kill. Nice work by Kenny S. Intelligent stuff, and G2 could steal this last round away with just the pistols here. It's going to be a 4 versus 2. Of course, they'll go for it. It's Pasha and Snacks and the retake. The bomb not planted yet, so they've still got a chance. It hasn't even crossed over, and they haven't got a smoke to do so. So this could all fall apart, and it's starting to happen now. They know they have to find these frags here, or at least take away the aggro, and now the 2-on-2. Surely not G2. It was looking so good as Pasha comes in from the CT spawn area. Terrorist having a little sit down there.
Yeah, I was noticing that was a little bit funny. Apex literally sitting down and being humble. Snacks to go. Pasha's already behind them, like well behind them as well. Made a bit of noise getting there. Firing squad as they line up. Now they check and realize and he can't hit the shot. 10-5 is where we end.
I thought he had a chance there. If he had the M4 in hand, could have got the double spray down, but well recovered from G2. It almost went horribly wrong there. The bomb having to cross with no smoke or real utility to get there. It almost went wrong, but still fine for now. Do get the 5th round on the board. The best of halves there, but remember they did lose a pistol and go down 0-3. Reset a few times. 5 times it felt like. KennyS locked out through the utility usage of VIRTUS Pro. It's been spectacular. That's a really nice CT half from them. You know, a player like KennyS completely is an easy feat. They always find a window of opportunity, but that was slammed fairly shut. Well. Second half will begin. The final half of this best-of-3 series is currently 1 apiece in terms of maps. Inferno, always the 3rd map in VIRTUS. It seems like almost every team is comfortable to play it. It's a great decider map. It's probably the best map we have in the pool right now in terms of the way it plays out. The options available, the fast, aggressive tactics available on both sides, the AWPing fast and the CT, and the executions you can see as well. But enough about that. It's going to be KennyS, hungry for blood here as he looks towards second middle. Can't get anything just yet. It's going to be Shoxy set up with the P2000.
I'll let them go by. I don't even think they would have spotted each other. He played with time. Nice shot. Kenny above the box as Neo gets picked from the air. Yowie now will start off the hold from balcony. If G2's saving grace on Nuke was winning both pistols, VIRTUS Pro are putting a best foot forward to try and do the same on Inferno. A retake required, and it's just the 1 kit for Shox. MBK. Contact to 2. They will wrap from behind. Head shown, can't find it onto Snacks, excuse me, but his position is quite thwarted and hindered in the fact that they're getting closer and they've lost the player on the balcony at apartments. He can't swing any further, he has to go back the other way. That's gonna work, and down goes Body.
VIRTUS Pro to do it. First pick from Kenny, low HP in the apartments, could only find 1. Shoxy struggling with the P2000. The attack comes through from the apartments and quad bomb planted, and they seem to find every single kill with the Glock there. Ended up in the 3 versus 1. The G2 just had no grounds to win. Do they force buy in the second round here? We saw some discipline from them on Cash. Didn't actually do that on the CT side, and we're going to see more of that here. More and more teams focusing on this approach and knowing you don't have to have armor with the Deagle. If you're going to get a 1 Deagle, it's unlikely anyone's going to fire back regardless. So get those Deagles out, sure, but no need to throw the money away completely. I like this approach. I think this is the way the game should be played. It's acceptable on the T side. You don't need as much money to force buy or buy on the first gun round. I have the Eagles, a CZ, 1 smoke. Only 1 player defending towards B. That's MBK, but he had a smoke to buy him some time. So his teammate will throw that smoke at the top. Then he has 1 himself just to hold them off if required. Not going to deploy it at the wall position, but he can throw it at the choke point as they make their way in. Looking likely to be a B execution here. No one towards apartments or middle whatsoever. MBK deploys his smoke finally. It's still not going to do a great amount of good for him. It's going to buy him 15 seconds apiece, but after that, what happens then?
Tov at the ready for the site. Smokes down as well. BK goes to Emo, exactly where that Molotov wants to go. Blinded as well. There's one at New Box, so nowhere for him to hide at all. He just gets taken down, ripped apart by Neo, and they go. As Apex at least gets a shot back to Taz, but Neo makes short work of him through the smoke. Try as you like to pick up another Deagle, Kenny. You're not going to get the shots through the edge of the coffin because Neo shuts him down. So 3 kills for Neo, all 3.
Nice shot. Good position. That could be a possibility. It's Pasha taken down. Body can't upgrade his pistol, but out of reach. He'll fall back, hold a more defensive line, wait for anyone else to take his thing. But most of the time, the T's will exit down towards Banana. Make sure no one's going to be ninjaing at this point. Keeping his position up. He's got no armor to work with here, so just hoping the fact that he got the gun down there, the bomb will blow it a bit further to him in CT spawn. He'll be able to pick that up, presumably, or wait for this explosion to go off, and we'll see what weapon he gets. I'm not sure if it's an AK, probably an SMG considering the play made at that point. What is it? Can you find it? It's a MAC-10, so that's why that terrorist was pushing through. He doesn't really need that weapon in the gun round. It's not a big deal if he loses it. It gives an extra $600 if he gets a kill. But here we go. Virtus Pro winning both pistols here on Inferno. Running the 3-0 in the second half. Of that great work. 10. About to say nothing too impressive, but through the smoke is always beneficial. Make it a double. All right then.
I always order a double, Hank.
I know you
that. Do. Sometimes I just
not always the best
order
outcome.
A triple. I think it's a great outcome every time.
Every time?
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't had too many bad experiences. Body. Forward by the barrel. Just 4 to go for Virtus Pro to win their third best of 3 against top opponents this week. This tournament knocked out Gambit, who nearly took the series off of FaZe, then knocked out FaZe themselves.
The boost coming towards quad potentially, pushing the smoke at Arch. I like this again for a straight up wrap. It's the round against the G2 pistols. Shouldn't be too difficult, but I still like the calculated attempt, making sure they don't give anything away. Smokes towards the Arch, the library, and the quad indeed as well. 13-5 will be coming here. This is looking very good. Who would have thought? Virtus Pro. It's a huge advantage. Distance now making the grand final.
All quiet again on the Western Front. The Shocks, MBK, and Apex spread out across the map. Maybe try and look for some exit kills and guns. In doing so, Shocks posted inside of the apartments. His teammate making a ton of noise behind him. That's Neo. So he'll go continuing forward, and Shocks behind an open door. Will not be able to get a rifle. Door open for this exact reason, hoping that MBK could clean up anything further, but no such luck.
There we have it, 13-5. Clean conversion from Virtus Pro. Inferno's looked pretty spectacular so far. Can't interact like we usually do with these lives, man. We normally have some fun.
Yeah, I get them to write words and
we got
letters.
ESL out of them before,
That's
remember?
true. That was incredible. That was awesome. It was awesome indeed. Snacks was certainly awesome on entry. We get to the guns, and Kenny S on the AWP is heading toward middle.
Did not fully invest in the second round. So you get the AWP, couple of, well, one kit and some okay utility as well. No incendiaries, but it's always going to be a difficult first round for the CT sides. For losing that pistol. Bit of a bonus situation considering we've got Neo on the Mac 10, 2 unarmored heads, so definitely caused some damage with that weapon. Pasha back on the AWP. He runs away from closing this one out. Most unlikely storylines coming into this event. Virtus Pro in the grand final. It'd be a reality at this point.
Smokes get bounced both directions, Kenny. Find the gap inside of it. They're gonna push. It's found out by Shocks, though, finds 3. Somehow as he jumps back up on the railing, he'll shut down everyone that walked out, hoping that they were gonna be blind, hoping that they were gonna be flashed off, and they trip over each other.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest 3-man in the world, but they all count. Guarantees the round as well. Great work by Shoxy.
Taking it back to save already.
Why not?
Well, all the way back down towards spawn for now. We'll see if they stay there or not.
Reason for G2 to give anything away at this point. Make sure they allow their own money to swell. Was a bit of a bonus round there from VP considering they had the Mac 10, but opting to get out the apartment, smokes deployed, flashbangs over. Shoxy brave enough to stay on the balcony position itself. Gets gifted with 3 kills. A little bit clumsy on their exit, but obviously when you hear the gunshots coming in, you're trying to stop, work out where he is. You can't see anything because everyone's got grey screen. A really clean exit out of that balcony if you're going to go out with the smoke down. See, all the kills required, and all 5 players will survive as the time expires on the terrorist side. They'll get no money for this, Taz and Pasha that is, but they've got plenty in reserve, along with their teammates as well. They can definitely buy up into the next round. And the campaign begins for G2 in the second half of Inferno.
Great entrance, but countered off. They tripped over, literally over Shocks. And it held them all up and in place. Didn't expect them to be so close, obviously. And they managed to at least carry some guns over VP, so we go 13-6. A little bit of hope instilled back into G2. Smoke needs to become confidence. They want to continue this on. Kenny didn't have a spawn to quite go for the mid-pick last round. He actually stopped up. This time he's gone all the way around the A site, and he's playing the Boiler side. Boiler, which Snacks now gets in. Which Snacks now gets inside of. This is it for Kenny, as Taz wants to face it off. Shot from Pasha already over towards Shocks. Will try and force him off the angle. Smoke goes down. It doesn't. Ooh, it does just barely cover it. I thought there was going to be a gap inside of it. He pre-fires but can't find anything. Back to the site for Kenny. Shocks. Meanwhile, Cubby with mid-wall occupied. The question is timing. He's going to fire into it, and that should signal to get away because, yeah, there's the Molotov immediately after.
Pull back to more defensive lines at this point. Tried the challenge for those smokes. Didn't really inflict too much damage. So VP successful in the first part of this operation around number 20. Default leading to mid-control. They can fall back towards B. That's definitely an option. That's like exactly what will come through. Smoke towards Coffin. Smoker spawn. Flash over. Molotov. First oranges or maybe even new boxes. Two players to defend, MBK and Apex. They've got one incendiary, one flashbang to hold off a full assault. I'd assume it's Snacks on the other side of the map. I like this boost though. This is quite cool. Apex will be protective on the flashbangs. They drop the incendiary at the perfect time. It's going to make things uncomfortable. He gets nothing for it, but MBK, he's going to find the double kill. Drops the bomb at the same time. 15 seconds remain.
15 seconds remain and rotations are on their way. There's no one directly toward the line of sight from CT just yet, so they can focus MBK and they'll do exactly that. Luckily as well, it's the man with the bomb who goes all the way through, and so he'll allow not only to get the kill and the plant, but a decent post-plant setup by virtue of already having players in Banana. Asha and Snacks, the two that are posted. Kenny gets closer at Ruins. And I hate to say it, if they don't win this round, they're going to be in Ruins.
Absolutely. Money in the bin.
Asha holds. Peeking rather than holding and allowing time to be a factor because he knows it's still 3 men up, so might as well get the early shots where he can. Can't do so. Kenny puts him down. So too does Biawi, but it's Snacks that's left alive. They don't know where he is. It was doubled up from Banana, and they're taking so much time that all he... Oh, that's close. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's definitely got it. Kenny S just about saves the round there. Good lord, I thought Snacks would be a little bit more calculated there. Maybe bait out a defuse and phase after a few seconds, but trying to challenge, bring it down to the 1v1 early. Definitely touch and go there. You're absolutely right. G2 give that round up. That's money gone. 14 rounds to Virtus Pro. That could have been the end of it. VP know it as well. Pasha unable to hit the shot from Banana. Bialy in a decent position. He got one. The man advantage there as well. Couldn't do it. Taz knows how close they were to winning that round. They have to wait. Money's still available here. How well equipped G2 are. Still in danger of being reset here. Remember, the rounds are close. The money's not established. Lose one. And that's it. VP will keep buying here. Kenny is still on the AWP.
And no damage done. Now he gets ever closer inside of apartments. And he's definitely posted for his entrance. He'll smoke it off instead. Wants to turn his attention elsewhere, namely toward the arch side, top mid entrance. Toward the site with arch covered off. Rotation as well, keep in mind, from Apex. He's at CT. 3 players, though, directly by the arch and sit front library. The question is, with the smoke down, who strikes first? Is it Shocks who gets his vision back? It certainly will be, but now Apex to try and flank. They have to have coverage in both positions. Taz got to the site but couldn't go any further, and G2 has a lineup. Kenny's got a shot, and Snacks is going to go down. Shocks gets the kill.
GT is giving them nothing to work with there. Such a passive hold right in the middle of the site, meaning that Virtus Pro, sure, they had mid-control and the quad as well, but just playing so deep in the bomb side, G2 is picking them off, making it really uncomfortable in terms of the duels. Crossfires enabled, and as soon as they had the attention towards the bomb site, players facing from the pit, shutting them down. And the tactical pause comes in. We could be seeing all 30 rounds now. G2 starting to sink their teeth into the second half. Chance for Cuban to get involved in terms of the tactical side of the game, sets it on. Like he's saying too much. It's a chance for Taz to rally up the troops here. Work out what the next play is going to be. It's starting to warm up now. Big round on the retake of the B bomb side. He's got GT back in this. Pro doesn't look like they'll be going all in here. 3 rounds in a row for the French side. 13-8. The overall score. just PT50s and a CZ Bialy with armor. A few flashbangs. Don't got a lot to do here, believe it or not. Virtus Pro need 2 just to get that point. Good nades at the start. Look at that damage inflicted.
Massive damage inflicted indeed. Yeah, it's the armor, the rest do not, so they took the brunt of it. Not bad. Not even many bullets fired. The odd spam G2. I'll back off and rest sides of the site. PK has vision. That vision, he should soon spot pretty much everyone going by. 3 players so far, there's the 4th. Ian Apex getting the kills. Calm down, no plant coming. Not this round, I'm afraid. Not for Virtus Pro, they still sit on 13. And it's up to 9 for G2.
Closing the gap indeed. Not really much done with that round there. A few flashbangs towards B. Virtus Pro starting to feel the pressure now. Still with quite a nice bed of rounds to work with. Challenging at this point.
Crowd trying to get behind VP. Guns again, no AWPT side. May not be the worst thing in the world. We've talked about it. It's a tough map for it. We saw Kenny struggle with it.
Oh, yeah. No easy feat to start opening things up. Guardian has impressed us the most so far. The T side AWPing potential. Going to final few rounds now. Kenny S misses a shot, but Body certainly doesn't. Very well played. Baited him, sucking himself in the corner. Get that opening pick and make up for the miss. 7-4. Now they can fall back. They've had great defensive holds. Passive crossfires on the A side, especially if you have the man advantage. That's a very good strategy to hold. You can see one in the library, one in the side, one in the pip. 2 players at B. They don't have to rotate anyone just yet, but still, Virtus Pro still within a shadow winning this round, considering they have all of the utility. With vision towards CT spawn. Smoked out for now. Oh, he baits him out. Takes the shot. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's very, very well played from Pasha in the site. However, he's taken down by MBK, and the Molotov segregated him long enough that MBK can get reset. It's awkward, though. He flashes down. He still finds Snacks, and they can't find him. He's only got 13 HP, and Kenny's going to get Neo to save him. At least for a little bit longer until Taz finds a kill, but it's Taz versus 3, and he's desperate.
Yeah, going for that fake plan, trying to bait one of the CTs out. Bring it down to a 2-on-1, then it's possible. Unfortunately, doesn't get the bomb down just then. Trying to do it once again. Finds Shocks. What a shot that was. The one that won't be converted.
Well played from Kenny to be ready with the AWP and not get caught baited in by the fact that he switched from a nice shot towards CT. And we get closer still. G2 is in this absolutely 13-10. We have an absolute chance.
Oh, yes.
Especially with the economy getting whittled at each and every round. That they pull this off.
Set up there from G2, changing things up each and every round this time. 2 players in the apartments, Kenny S and Body. As we saw, Kenny S missed the shot, but made up for in spades by Body, taking them down 5-on-4 at that point. They're going towards B, and it's MBK, the hero. But Pasha took down Apex through the smoke. MBK jumps in one himself, finds a couple of kills, stays alive for so long, buys time for Kenny S to rotate in. He nails the shot, and it's Taz with an impressive display towards CT spawn. Doesn't get much done, and this will just be a tactical purchase. I've started calling this when you just get 1 AK out, you don't fully commit, a few pistols, and then Pasha, who's been playing very well, if he feels that he can actually cause some impact here. The AK-47 as the loss bonus continues. I think they're at maximum next round. Wouldn't be this round considering got 3,400 on Neo. Double digits for G2, that's always a milestone. NES, knowing that the orb's unlikely for them, faces towards T-steps, but he is very close towards middle, needs to be careful. The pistols thrive in close-range situations.
Early pressure seems to constantly be toward A from VP.
Just to know as well, double orb setup coming out for the first time. More the front side.
Kenny and NBK, we've seen it before in this series, but not on this map. Balls deployed from VP. Isolation of Pit. They're already inside of it. Snacks well inside of it. Body's completely blind. If Snacks had gone sooner, he may have found him. But he's the only one there, and he doesn't want to reveal himself too soon. The smokes are going to dissolve any second. And the problem is that Body should spot Snacks when they do, but he fires. That gives himself away. AK picked up for Snacks, but he gets Oh, we snapped away. I thought that was Snacks going down. It was Taz that was found at Arch. I was going to say, if Snacks went down immediately, that would cause problems. The fact that he still has the pit to work with.
Exactly. He can buy so much time here. They know it. They're going to try and boost up. This is getting a little bit scary for him. He's locking 2 players in the site. And now he knows they're still locked in there. He's going to call for his teammates to come back. Potentially going to go for the pincer maneuver here. Seeing Kenny S stuck in a horrible position, knowing Snacks can pounce at any moment.
The interesting thing is they still elect to go this way despite there's only 1 in B because they have... It's the lesser of 2 evils, the one you know, the devil you know and the devil you don't, because they know exactly where they are. They're in the site. But Shox has potential in the M4 to find multiple. And Kenny on the op needs to be quick. He's downed already. Snacks trades it. That opens it up. They just have to get the plant in. This started out with pistols, and it could find the 14th round. 8 seconds, they'll go for the safest plant possible, but the least open for a post-plant position. They have to trade off MBK immediately.
He's got the AWP as well in a 2 versus 1 situation. He can probably find a rifle, but he's smoked off for now. 1 flashbang remaining for the terrorist forces. He smokes in to at least get close to the bomb site here. And flashbang deployed as well. Can he find anything here? He hasn't shown he's got the AWP just yet, and he misses his opportunity. That was his chance. Bialy jumps up into his crosshair. He wasn't expecting it. And VIRTUS Pro steal the round away with P250's armor and 1 AK-47. Sure, it's Pasha that doesn't get the kills with the AK, but his teammates certainly do. Snacks just buying so much time there. The fact he gets in the pit,
he waited as well to get the exact moment to strike.
Got in there, and they knew he was in there as well, but they couldn't risk losing a player in that situation. In towards CT spawn, they got called back. They pincered the site, knowing that Shoxy and Kenny were stuck in a horrible position. It's going to be invigorating up there for VIRTUS Pro. Take a tactical pause, like we always say. If you win a big clutch situation, take a timeout. Just work out what the plan is going forward. Let everyone calm down. Celebrations will come through. Emotions riding high.
A round to win after getting shut down on the previous gun round.
Absolutely. Everyone back in the zone. Money going to be strong for them now as well. Partial behind the previous. Thorpe. Screen has had a quiet game by his standards.
Kenny. This as well. Contended position with the AWP off toward the boiler side of mid. Shots rattle out from the op. Taz will smoke off Arch side. Boost as well. Shox above the smoke to make sure they catch off VP before they get around. Shoulder shows not shot, but now the spray comes through.
That's enough. 2 kills coming in. The boost yields a frag. 5 on 3. We've seen these positions before, but G2 have given them up on previous maps as well. Snacks steals a kill back. That's towards Quad, trying to make his way towards the pit. Still plenty of time, 50 seconds, but Snacks isn't messing around. Good flashbang, can't quite find the frag, but there it is. Headshot comes through, and now he's leveled the playing field. Bialy chimes in as well.
Oh, and Neo found Shox. All 3 of them covered each other because they should have been traded out, and Kenny's broken. Kenny's completely broken. This will be map point for VIRTUS Pro. They had it done. They had it dead right. Snacks hits the first shot. Bialy gets both them. Kill the person that would have traded them, and then Neo takes the person that would have traded Bialy.
5 on 3 again for G2. It's not necessarily them making mistakes there. It's Snacks just going beast mode as he flashes the bomb site, finds 2 kills out of nowhere. Bialy helps him out, but it's so demoralizing. Knowing the money's low, MBK knows, oh, I have to do something here. I can't allow him to run away with this one, but gives up the AWP. Might have wanted to save that one. But 5 series points here for VIRTUS Pro. Seconds away from making it to the grand final. Look at the money, it's in disarray. This is going to be such a difficult round for G2. I assume they'll take the tactical pause here if they've got one left. But Kenny, yes, as he saw, he is a broken man. Can't get anything done here on Inferno. It looked so good in the playoffs. Sorry, the group stages. The playoffs is where they seemed to lose that stardom, and like they completely bulldozed their way through the initial group stages here. The strongest looking team. Was with VIRTUS Pro again.
Call another one. Slow it right down. Don't let this slip away and get to overtime.
Well, has to remember the auto shotgun on Nuke.
Yes,
so they have come close to doing this before. They want to close it out right here and right now. Famous 2 CZs. The M4 for Shoxy. No kits. Little utility. They have got smokes, but no incendiaries. Observer's had enough. He's out. As we get into round number 26, potentially the final round. What they've got? It's going to be a banana rush potentially here. Straight in. MBK to defend. Leads to the face. Bialy will obtain map control on this side of the map. Sending a tremendous amount of firepower towards B. Fine for now. Got 2 CZs at the B bomb side to hold off a full execution potentially from the VP side. Not looking good.
Kenny. Boosted to the flower pots.
This could do it. Position sometimes overlooked in the high pressure situations with the few rifles they have available. It will be the BXQ map, as I mentioned before. Smokes, CT spawn, Coffin, Snacks always. This is how they close it out versus FaZe, you remember. Snacks towards the archer side by himself, AK in hand. It was very scrappy, but he got them into the round. Potentially could be the exact same finish here again. Flashes to come through. Deep breath, G2. VIRTUS Pro are coming.
Neo to lead the charge. Counter flash from MBK. Kenny's still waiting. Kenny's got a lineup. He's got one. MBK finds the other on the cross. They drop down. It's G2 to find kills. Taz gets one back. Make it a double. He's got MBK. That levels it out. Taz wants to hold the plant. However, they make... Oh, not want to. But Pasha again outduels Kenny on an AWP, and it's all on. Look at body. Deep breath.
No kits, one flash. Famas and M4 separated. This kill could decide it. Shoxy gets it. 2 versus 1 now. Does he have anything left in the tank to convert us to a victory and keep G2 alive? It doesn't look like it. Pasha finds the final shot. What an amazing performance from him throughout this series. They lost the first 2 frags there. The boost overlooks, but Taz recovers the situation. Pasha with the 3rd, and they've done it. They're going to the grand final against SK Gaming.
And what a matchup that will be. VIRTUS Pro. 3 very, very tough. We'll finish the autograph session, but very tough series by VIRTUS Pro. And they take down 3 unlikely opponents.
Завтра в финальной схватке сойдутся SK Gaming и VIRTUS Pro.
Well, there's the official announcement for the final.
A little bit more.
Apparently, I'll let this finish.